Hello, how are you doing? So it's 2017 and I'm here for my first sit-down video, which should be one of many for the new year, since I'm much more comfortable speaking to the camera since I did do Vlogtober and Vlogmas. In today's video, I wanted to talk about 2016, then also talk about the year ahead, 2017. So 2016. It was a year that I thought that I was ready for creatively. My number one goal or plan was to create more content. I was planning on blogging more, try to post more on Instagram, and also start a YouTube channel, which I did in June, but we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves right now. So for the most part, blogging was going well for a couple months into the year, and then April came, and then my mom passed away, which I did mention in my first video ever on this channel. I didn't go into details about it, but she did pass away from cancer, which she did battle for 10 years. Her passing wasn't a surprise technically, but at the same time, I didn't expect it to happen when it did in April. And I won't go to more detail into it because it's a bit personal, because I was there when it happened. Actually, my sister and I were there, so it's pretty personal. After that happened, it really took a toll on me creatively. I didn't feel like blogging. I didn't feel the purpose of putting clothes on, taking photos, and posting on the internet. It took me a couple months. I just lived life and just hiatus, I guess you could say. And then I decided to start my channel in May. So I filmed my first video at the end of May, and then it finally went up in June 18, which was my first video for the channel. And then also around that time, I had gone to VidCon for the second time ever, and I enjoyed that. That gave me a bit of the creativity and inspiration that I needed. I felt like being somewhat creative, and I think that lasted for maybe a month or two before I was feeling down again in August, when it was going to reach my birthday, which is August 13. So my birthday was approaching in August, and I was just feeling really low, and I was feeling lost. And yeah, I was feeling lost. And at the same time, I was sad at the time. To me, from that point, my views on it was that, my mom passed away how many months now? I was 4 months at the time, and I was just, in my mindset, was the woman who birthed me wasn't around anymore. She's not here, and that kind of made me upset and sad. And around that time, I found something, and that was music. And the particular music that made me feel better about myself was actually from a band called The Maine. I did hear about The Maine back when TRL was still on MTV, because that was my time, TRL. and it was Into Your Arms. The video was Into Your Arms, and I just remember that the video concept was interesting, with the airport and the backwardness or reverse situation, and the song was nice, but I didn't really get into the band at the time. But they were a band that I kept in mind once in a while, and then just one night in August before my birthday approached, I was looking them up on Spotify, and I saw that they had some music that I haven't heard of, because I probably listened to the first or the second album in the past, but never followed up on that. And I listened to the new stuff and I was like, wow, I enjoy it. I honestly like it. And so it was kind of like that light at the end of the tunnel that I needed to pick up my mood and pick me up from a low place. And typically, I'm not one of those people that say that kind of things, that something comes in my life and makes me feel better. But that did, and from that point, since listening to the main, I've pretty been in a good mood. I saw them back in September when they had a show at Webster Hall in NYC, which my sister, pretty nifty, she tried to find tickets through Twitter because it was sold out. Little fun fact, I actually rediscovered the main the day before their tickets for their NYC was gonna go on sale, and by the time I went to go check, because I think me and my sister had a little silly fight the night before, so I wasn't on speaking terms with her. So the tickets were on sale. When I went to go check them up later, they were sold out. Completely sold out. So when I was telling her that I like the main, and she got into the music as well, she decided to look for tickets on Twitter. And thankfully, she was able to find from 2 different sellers who couldn't go to the show anymore, and then we ended up going to the show. And pretty much since rediscovering the main, it makes me realize how much I love music and bands again, because a couple years ago I was into another band, but they disbanded, and now here we are, and I didn't think I'd find another band that I would like as much, and it kind of put us on a good path, a good mood, I would say. Let's see, October. We're in October now. I went to Thailand with my dad and my sister, and the reason we went to Thailand was to bring my mom's ashes there to Thailand, where my dad's from. My mom was from the Philippines, but when she was hospitalized in 2014, the summer of 2014, and there was a point where she possibly wasn't going to make it. Her and my dad had a conversation, and ultimately she wanted to rest in Thailand. And we went there to visit family, because obviously, like I said, my dad's from Thailand, and he still has a sister who lives there. Obviously, I have family who still lives there. We went there, which was very good. I really needed that time away. I was away for 3 weeks from the US and work, and it was a good time. Spending time with family, exploring different places in Thailand, and I just got to relax. But at the same time, feel a bit at peace that my mom's ashes have, I guess, somewhere to stay. Eventually, obviously, that's where my dad will rest when whenever his time comes. I just really needed that time to relax and not have to worry about things. I got back in November, maybe a week and a half before Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving was always a holiday that our family would have host immediate family. My sister and I would always help our mom, but obviously I was kind of ended up being the sole point person for cooking. Obviously turkey, which turned out really well according to all the compliments I got. I was a bit afraid that the turkey would turn out dry, but it turned out well. I think I would have done my mom proud on Thanksgiving. December, not much happened in December except Vlogmas, but like I've said many times in my Vlogmas videos, I don't have an interesting life, but I vlogged anyway. It's probably pretty much boring for some, but you know, that's my life and I put it on the internet. And then Christmas, spending time with family, on New Year's Eve. I like to spend New Year's Eve at home, watching the ball drop. And now, here we are, 2017, filming this on the 8th day of the new year. So, what are my plans for this new coming year? Once again, I hope to create more content, video-wise, vlog-wise, and Instagram. I really want to take on this year creatively because it's what I want to do. I want to spend a life where I'm creating stuff. And currently I'm not doing that. Sorta okay with how life is right now. This is the first year where I feel happy for a new year to start. Not to say that even though my mom passed away last year, I wouldn't technically say it was a bad year, even though it was a hard year. But I wouldn't say that it was the worst year ever, because I ended 2016 in a good way. As a person, I feel good. For the first time ever, I feel like I ended 2016 positively, so therefore I'm starting 2017 more positively. So what else for 2017? What do I hope to get out of this year? I want to be more productive. One of my things is to wake up earlier so I can get more things done in the day. I hope to make more memories, explore, travel when I can, which brings me to a little thing, which I am traveling soon in 10 days. Obviously by the time this posts, it will be less than 10 days, but I am traveling to Arizona with my sister, Phoenix actually, and the reason we're going there is because we're going to 8123 Fest, which celebrates the Maine's 10-year anniversary as a band. Even though I've only been enjoying the band since August, I really wanted to take part in this. As soon as they announced it, I was super excited, which is probably odd for someone who's only enjoyed their music for a couple months. I think it was only 2 months. They announced it and I was like, yeah, I want to go, and we're gonna be there for about a week. Even though the fast is takes on about 3 days. So we're going to Arizona for the first time, and it's not California because we only seem to go to California, but we're forgoing California and VidCon this year, so we could do other things. Maybe road tripping for music, bands. We don't know yet, but that's what one of our things is. Maybe to road trip this year. And you know what? I think it's gonna be fun. Well, this upcoming trip and hopefully any trip I take, because I'm on such a good vibes kind of trip right now. What else do I want to get out of this year? I think a lot of my thing is about just feeling good, getting to know myself a bit more, since I do feel like I've grown a bit since this last couple of months, since April, since starting my channel, since vlogging daily during October and also December. I just want this to be a feel-good year, and I hope you'll stay along with me. I hope new people will find this channel. I don't know if they'll find something, but I will continue posting, whether it's boring, whether something exciting catches your attention. I'm going to keep doing this channel because it's something I've wanted to do for a while, and it's just another place where I can be creative. And since I feel like I becoming more myself, or knowing myself more, I hope for 2017 to be a fun year, a good year. I hope you'll stay along, and I hope that you have a great 2017 as well. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you like this video, then like. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.